Hi everyone, hope you're doing real well. This week on the From the Stands podcast, we had Holly Ifould on. She was selected at pick 49 by the Fremantle Dockers in the AFLW draft. Hope you enjoy. How did you first start playing for South Adelaide Football Club?
So I played for the local club down at Willunga. It was from there I played at Willunga for 1 year and then was chosen to try out for the development squad, just under 16 at South. From there, I played, I guess, decent enough to be invited out to the senior women's squad just as a train-on. And went from there, training with them.
What was that like, the difference between the development squad and the senior squad?
Yeah, so obviously the development squad was all young girls. So I guess it was a daunting but really cool step up. It was much more elite. Obviously the expectations were a lot higher. A lot more frequent trainings, but the standard and the elite environment was a lot more beneficial, I would say.
What were some of the key moments of season 2023 for yourself?
I guess the few weeks leading up to the grand final. So I guess the start of our final series against Centrals. Those were a few important games. Yeah, honestly, throughout the whole season, honestly, I can't really pinpoint. All of the season was just, so beneficial, I guess, and all really important, I guess, in the lead up to the grand final as a team and then also for my personal developments.
Touched on the SANFLW grand final and you mentioned what the week was like in the lead up to that. When you got to the ground, do you remember what was going through your head?
Definitely a lot of nerves. I think, we were all pretty nervous, but I guess there was an element of excitement in there as well to potentially what could happen. I think getting to that point that you've already got that sense of we're proud of each other for getting to that point. Definitely nervous, trying to distract myself a lot to take my mind off of it. But I was keen but nervous.
At three-quarter time in that game, South Adelaide led. What was said by Rick Watts and his coaching staff to the team at the time?
Don't remember exactly, but it would have been along the lines of, just hold on here, and I guess keep fighting. Obviously, early in the game, we led by, I think, a more significant gap, and Centrals were dominating a bit, probably during that third quarter, maybe. And so I was, I guess that element of just holding on and, getting through all motivation, basically. Just to get us through and try and hold on to the end.
Talk us through the last 2 minutes of that grand final.
Yeah, very, very stressful. I won't lie. I was on the bench at that stage. Actually, I had rotated off through the interchange. So I was sitting with Georgia Hooper on the side, I remember, and it's very stressful to watch, especially on the sidelines, because at that point, there's nothing you can do. And we just had to trust our teammates. Yeah, watching it, obviously it was in their forward line, just trying to create stoppages and waste the time away. Yeah, very, very nerve-wracking, and I guess especially with such a small difference gap between scores, if they score, we're in trouble a bit. But yeah, I remember all of that happening at the end, and I remember just leaning on Georgia Hooper's shoulder and far out as if this has happened. Such a crappy way to lose, but yeah.
Yeah, footy's a cruel sport sometimes.
Yeah.
The rooms after the grand final, what were they like?
Pretty silent, I won't lie. It was a bit eerie in there. I think it was mainly just shock. I think we just couldn't believe really what happened I guess it was literally the last 30 seconds. We're how on earth did, that happen? And we ran out of time. I think it's just so disappointing because it was such a bad way to lose. We only lost in the last 30 seconds of the game. And it was obviously a bit controversial on the socials as well, what happened. But yeah, I think most of us were just disappointed because we were just so close. Like we were so close to having it, but yeah, we just didn't quite get it. So yeah.
You won a Rising Star and finished top 10 in South Adelaide's Best and Fairest. What did that mean to you?
A lot. Yeah, it was really good for me in terms of my confidence, I guess, going into the draft more so. Having been recognized by my coaches as a rising star kind of made me realize like, oh, like other people believe in me as well. Like you don't realize, and then when they recognize you, like, wow, like that's like such like an honor. I didn't actually think I would be in the top 10 for the best and fairest. I think the way that they do the count is kind of weird, so it's hard to track it, but no, I was pretty happy to be up there as well, and I guess be recognized for the season that I had.
Yeah, it was a really good season. Congratulations as well.
Thank you.
Another award, you won the under-18s MVP against the under-23s for South Australia. That was a trial game. Do you feel that helped you in the championship series?
Yeah, definitely. I think it was actually kind of in the middle of the championships. So I think we had played WA and Victoria by that point. But I think especially going into the Queensland game and the draft, it was good to kind of prove to myself that like I've got it in me. We didn't have the academy girls for that game, so most of I guess our more stronger players and like the likes of like Goody and Lauren Young and whatnot. And I think the coaching staff for that game gave us the advice for the game, like just like shine and like show us like what you got. And they're such a great team, like Jason and whatnot. And I think having them and like having that kind of confidence in the coaching group, I think really reflected on us as a team and especially myself in that game. And I really stepped up and it was a good game. It was a very good game, and I wasn't expecting to I guess go out there and do that, but no, it was good for me for the rest of the championship for sure.
What made you nominate for the open pool? Was that always the plan, or did someone have to talk you into it?
It was always the plan. I don't think I ever had a doubt in my mind about applying just for state. I think we have such like rich talent in SA, and like the depth of the draft pool in SA was just too good. And I always knew that. And I think even if not that, just to give myself the best opportunity possible of being drafted, I think, nominating national was just always the best option for me. And I wasn't afraid of the challenge of moving or anything either. So I kind of liked the idea a lot. So it was always going to be national for sure.
Yourself, Alyssa Brooke, and Brooke Boylo are all drafted in the AFL from the same club on the same night. How close are you guys off the field, and what are they like as teammates?
Yeah, we're great mates off the field. They're a few of my best friends. I love them to bits, and I could not feel more privileged to have shared like that moment with anyone else but them. They're great people. They're great people off the field. Funny, we get along really well. But also, on the field, great teammates as well. We often get referred to as the South Trio, and people kind of mistake us for each other because we kind of all look similar. But no, it was a great night to share, and I'm so glad I've got to share it with them because they're great people.
What was that like that night inside the club rooms where you're all waiting to get drafted?
Look, they got drafted pretty early in the draft, so it was kind of waiting for me to get drafted after that, which was pretty nerve-wracking for me, but it was honestly so great to have everyone there, especially like our South girls. I think being able to celebrate with all of them was just it was honestly like an unforgettable experience. I wasn't actually going to have a draft party. I initially didn't really want one, just of the fear of like having everyone there and potentially not being drafted. But either way, I'm so glad I got to celebrate with everyone, and after we'd all gotten drafted, yeah, the vibes were very good.
Are you looking forward to playing against some of your former teammates?
Yeah, actually, yeah, it would be weird for sure. I think just playing in a whole different team together, not playing for South would be weird, but no, I'm keen to play against the likes of like Alyssa and Brooke, and like Goody and whatnot as well. Yeah, nah, it'll be fun, bit of rivalry, bit of banter. So yeah.
What are some of the events you've attended as a Fremantle player so far?
Yeah, I haven't attended too many because I haven't moved from SA to Freo yet. That's happening late Feb, so soon. But the only thing that we've gone to is just an induction program that we did in Melbourne. So all the boy and girl draftees posting on the socials went over there for multiple conferences. And so, yeah, I guess that was kind of everyone's like debut in a sense of, yeah, wow, like surreal moment, I guess, like we're all here together, like, yeah, we've got drafted.
What was your first conversation like with Lisa Webb?
I think, well, excluding what we had chatted like in interviews prior to the draft, she called me after I'd been drafted. And it's on the Freo Instagram page, and it's a lot of shambles, I won't lie. I'm just thanking her profusely, but no, I think she was just welcoming me to Freo and just reassuring me that, you know, they're so happy to have me and whatnot. And I was just on the other end of the phone. I couldn't hear anything. No, I love Lisa. She's been so great so far, and always checking in on me. And I feel so privileged to be able to, I guess, be coached by her in the future.
Were there other clubs who pursued you?
There was a few. So I had the likes of Sydney and Carlton as well. I'd had a few interviews with Carlton. They were really nice as well. And Sydney, I really liked them. I also had interviews with both of the SA teams. Crows was earlier in the year, but Port was kind of like a last minute. All of them, great clubs as well. Really enjoyed being able to, I guess, talk to different clubs and see how programs differ, but also, I guess, just get to know people and ask heaps of questions about what AFL life is like. So, yeah.
Who has been the biggest influence in your career so far?
I'm going to be really cliche and probably say my dad. So he was the one, I guess, connected to Willunga Football Club, and he's the one, I guess, that got me started into football. He always, was really keen about me playing football. He was my coach for a few years in the under-17s at Willunga as well. And I guess has been such a trooper in the sense that he, you know, every second day would come down to the oval me and kick with me and improve my ball drop, my snaps and whatnot. And also even just coming out to the oval with me for my running and just blowing the whistle for me, even if that meant for him just standing on the oval for about 40 minutes. Yeah, he's always supported me, and I'm so grateful to have had him.
What was that like being coached by your dad?
It's kind of weird, but I guess you get a lot of intel when your dad's the coach. But no, it's good. I guess we had two coaches, but I guess having him, I just had, I guess, a different appreciation, and it was good. It was good.
And last one for me, what are your goals for 2024?
Obviously, the ultimate goal is to debut, but I think looking in a more foreseeable future, probably just more so, I guess, improving exponentially and adapting to that, I guess, relocating and just the AFLW environment. Obviously, I know that stepping into it's going to be a lot more intense and elite, which I'm so keen for. But adapting to that, and I guess, continuing to improve, work hard, go to all the trainings, doing all the extras. And so by doing that, hopefully, being able to players, I guess, in view.
Nice. Thank you very much for coming on, Holly. I really appreciate it.
It's all right.